I took Spanish classes for 5 years, and I have to say that I didn't retain much of that information, but I do remember the first line of a poem I had to analyze. This poem was written by the famous Mexican painter Frida Kahlo, who also enjoyed writing about her life. For anyone unfamiliar with this artist, she was a very eccentric painter whose work can be described as magical surrealism. This style of artwork is basically a painting that's inspired by or depicting a real object or person, but with dreamlike elements. And if you look up some of her artwork, you'll understand what I mean by dreamlike elements. Besides her expression of feelings through her artwork, Kahlo wrote a variety of different letters and poetry. Her paintings tell stories about her life, and so do her poems. The poem I had the task of analyzing was titled Mereces un amor que te quiera despianada, which roughly translates to You deserve a lover that wants you disheveled. When translated into plain English, this phrase doesn't make much sense, but in Spanish there's a much deeper meaning to it. The way my professor explained it to me was, you deserve a lover who wants you even with your messy hair. I thought that phrase alone was beautiful. In the dictionary, love is defined as a deep feeling of affection for someone. Until now, I never thought that I had to look up the definition of love, and I find myself disappointed by it. Love is so much more than the definition describes. Love to me can only be described by the actions of those who you love. Kahlo used paint and a pen to show how she loved and what she loved. Every painting and poem she created was full of different versions of what love looks like. The inspiration for this poem was Frida's own partner, another famous Mexican painter, Diego Rivera, who she loved until her last breath. Their relationship was the focal point of Frida's life because no matter what happened to her or Diego, she never faltered from their love. Frida knew what love was and how it should look, so I imagine when Frida wrote this poem, she was thinking about all the teenage girls just finding love for the first time. She wanted them to know what the standards of love should look like and what they should expect. Frida's life was a roller coaster, full of sadness and failure, but throughout it all, she was able to decipher love from disrespect, which is an easy line to cross. In the years Frida was alive, from 1907 to 1954, women were not respected. Despite this, though, she thought every single person, no matter who they were or what they were doing, deserved to see and hear what true love was. In this poem, Frida defined love in a way I never knew possible. She created a true definition of love in this poem.